And now, back to Garfield and Friends. Garfield and Friends will return after these messages. Garfield and Friends will return. And now, back to Garfield and Friends. And now, back to Garfield.
Kool-Aid Flavor Mania's on tour. Styling in the islands with the hottest flavor combos ever. For our new island twist. On guitar, kiwi lime. Drums, orange pineapple. Bass, mango berry. Give it up for the island twist. The newest addition to Kool-Aid Flavor Mania.
Adults see things differently than kids. You see a normal room. They see
a pigsty. A pigsty.
You see fun. They see
craziness. Craziness.
You hear music. They hear
noise.
And
Noise.
what you see as an extremely cool new can for high C, they see as
Nice paperweight.
Someday you'll be an adult, so maybe you should drink outrageous tasting high C in the new can now, while there's still time.
Wish I had marshmallow alphabet.
Hey, there's plenty in Alphabet's Land.
There's only one Twister. How do we get on?
Eat the word Zoom. Hang on. I'm aboard the fun's begun. Lots of taste of 2 in 1.
Spectacular!
Watch your taste buds really fly with marshmallow A-E-I-O-U-N-Y.
Alphabets and Marshmallow Alphabet cereals are part of this good breakfast.
They're A-B-C delicious. Yeah.
It's alive.
It's Jell-O. It's squishy. It's fruity. It wiggles as it slides down your throat. Eat it before it eats you.
J-E-L-L-O.
Now the Power Rangers are going from the box office to the box. New Power Rangers Jell-O with a Power Rangers movie trading card inside. Only from Jell-O, where the power is on.
It came from the refrigerator. Now it's sitting next to you.
It's alive.
It's Jell-O. It's squishy. It's fruity. It wiggles as it slides down your throat. Eat it before it eats you.
J-E-L-L-O.
It's the Nabisco thing. The Nabisco thing comes on Nabisco things. Cool cookies like Chips Ahoy. Hey, hey, and Oreo. I repeat, and Oreo. You'll find the Nabisco thing on Nabisco things. More to come.
Wish we could go where it's always fun. Come to Polyville. 6 new places to explore. It's Polybop Town you've been wishing for. My town will have a burger drive-thru. Shakes and fries right away. There's a tree house next door where we play. Let's slide. Whoosh. Wedding dresses at the bridal store. How do I look? Wow. It's the town we've been wishing for. Polly Pocket.
New Polyville houses, camper, and bikes. Sold separately, batteries not included. From Mattel.
Team Tiger is brought to you by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
We're here in Hawaii, and that's 15-year-old Hagen Kelly, 3-time amateur surfing champion. Go off on it, Hagen!
Yeah!
Hagen has earned his stripes, so how about you?
It takes hard work and a good breakfast every day, like one that starts with the sweet crunch of Kellogg's Frosted Flakes cereal.
Come on, Tony.
Be right there. More milk, Charlene.
You can join the team and bring out the Tiger
in you. They're great.
Oh, but isn't the Munchkin convention? All right, hand them over.
We're eating.
You twerps ate my corn pops.
You can get mad. We're guests.
Really? I could have sworn you were pests. Oh, I want my corn pops. But no, I have to fight off the invasion of the little people who devour every last sweet crunchy pop. What do I do?
Look
Look, everyone, it's Barney.
Youth. Kellogg's Corn Pop cereal is part of this complete breakfast.
I gotta have my Pops. Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Laws of modern science, only. Can't explain the physics of Kraft cheese and macaroni. Because when the cheese starts flowing, Kraft gets your noodle going. It's a one-rich macaroni. Or a man-made monsteroni. Let's create your own symphony. Or Redis and Dan O'Boney. It's Kraft cheese and macaroni.
Presenting Kraft Bugs Bunny and Friends Macaroni, starring Bugs Bunny.
What?
Tweety, Taz, and more. It's
smashing. It's Kraft Bugs Bunny and Friends Macaroni.
I got this crazy craving for a honeycomb.
Honeycomb, me one honeycomb.
The craving just hit me, too.
Honeycomb, me one honeycomb.
I can't resist that craving, man.
Here, come on.
Ooh, sweet and crunchy. Honeycomb's so sweet and crunchy.
Like toasted honey. Yeah, in that weird shape.
Me want honeycomb. I mean, let's get some.
Craving won't be denied.
Honeycomb cereal is an irresistible part of this complete breakfast.
A lot of crazy cravings for
Honeycomb!
Ronald!
What's wrong?
Prentice was supposed to order 3 zillion Happy Meal toys 3 inches tall.
So?
Look!
Uh-oh. 3 Happy Meal toys a zillion inches tall. Sorry.
Now what?
Find 3 really big Happy Meal boxes.
Oh, dear. Yesterday, I saw Simba in the Lion King parade. Wow, really? And Aladdin was there, too.
Now at McDonald's, you can get an inside look at all your Disneyland favorites. 8 to collect, 1 with each Disneyland Adventures Happy Meal you buy.
Yep, but I'm doing it all again tomorrow.
Sorry, you can't go in yet.
What does Kellogg's Rice Krispies Treat cereal have that other cereals don't? The taste of Rice Krispies Treat Squares. In a big way. When you eat Kellogg's Rice Krispies Treat cereal as part of your complete breakfast, you'll think you're eating Rice Krispies Treats.
Later, dude.
What a thought, huh?
Wait! Now Kellogg's Rice Krispies Treat cereal has even more of the Rice Krispies Treats taste you love. See?
Cool.
I'm Cleverberries. But you'll never get my Fruity Pebbles way out here. Breakfast! A great purple shark! Don't eat me!
I'd rather eat your Fruity Pebbles with new Incrediberry Purple.
Oh. Here.
A treasure of purplicious fruity taste. Joe.
Barney, my...
Fruity Pebbles, I love a bite.
Yeah! Poach Fruity Pebbles cereal out of this complete breakfast.
Oh, marshmallow wannabes.
Wannabes?
Aye, marshmallows that want to be shaped like the ones in me Lucky Charms.
Whoa, look at them try.
Well, it's mighty special being a Lucky Charms shape. They're the only ones made with me rainbow magic.
Go for it, Lucky.
Pots of gold, diamonds of blue, colorful rainbows and clovers too. That's me Lucky Charms.
A special part of this good breakfast.
And we're tasty marshmallows wanna be.
I'll never forget the time Mom went to the store. She forgot to get the Crunch Berry cereal. No crunch? No berries? I had to think fast. Good thing I had a fax machine. Then, there they were.
Let's just see how this goes. I don't know. Don't crash on me now. This thing gets finicky if you even fart on it funny, so...
Cool surprises, right? A puppy and a baby. We need more room. Let's put the baby...
Presents the appealing taste of baked potato skins in a crunchy chip.
Every time, I swear to God, I'm cursed.
The Keeper elves make potato skin snack chips with real potatoes and skins.
Cheddar cheese and bacon, sour cream and chives, tasty baked potato.
And they finally got barbecue flavor, too.
Oh, there's your problem right there. Why did it default back to Vulcan, you pile of shit?
I just love Cookie Crisp cereal.
Taking to disaster?
I mean, I'm on a roll. It tastes like no chocolate chip cookies.
And it's a crispy part of this
inside Cookie Crisp. Twizzlers licorice. Twizzlers are fun, chewy, fruity, and they make your mouth all
I'm cursed.
very happy. Oh yeah! There's one free pack of Twizzlers inside Cookie Crisp.
And now back to Pee-wee's Playhouse. Pee-wee's Playhouse will return after these messages.
Big Mac, please.
A big what?
Uh-oh, I'm back before Big Mac. You're gonna love it. Progress.
You know, for some reason it keeps defaulting to that, and I don't know why. But DirectX 12. Turd. Let's see.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Have you heard how good they are?
Ronan takes the ball at the top of the key. He falls. He's double-teamed. He's
As it
driving
crashes out, hold on, give me just a minute.
What moves? Ronan steals. They're all over him.
Video.
He breaks loose. Swish.
Not Vulcan.
You know, ever since I got this Nerf boot, I don't mind learning to do my homework. Ronan shoots from midcourt. Yes! Does this kid ever miss?
Nerf, ooh, what a way to play.
Stay tuned for Teen Wolf. Next. Teen Wolf. Followed by Galaxy High.
And now back to Pee-wee's Playhouse. Pee-wee's Playhouse will return after these messages.
Okay, Plum, go get him!
Not now, Cook. I'm winning.
When you play the Alphabet Cereal Letter Game Sweepstakes, you can win $1,000 and other great prizes. There's one puzzle book in each specially marked box of Alphabet cereal. Solve the puzzle and mail it in. Millions will enter. More than 100 will win. For free entry, write Alphabet Cereal Sweepstakes, P.O. Box 853, Churchill, Maryland 21690.
Come on, play ball!
It's the Hurt Family Kiss and Cuddle Dolls.
Gorgeous velvety dress. Mom's putting on her lipstick.
Mom, your face is on the cheek, 'cause this family is so sweet. Here comes Dad with a note to say, a colorful mom would make his day. Where are those babies? Kickapoo.
Uh-oh, Mom's lipstick.
They want some kisses too. Kiss me,
That was stupid. Where is it? Okay. God, that was annoying. I don't know why it was defaulting to Vulcan when it should be defaulting to fucking DirectX. And it was not. For reasons I don't know. I'm not going to claim to be an expert on such things, so. Looking and sounding all right? All right.
Saga, Episode 5, The March of the Black Queen. The sage Rashidi directed against the loyal survivors of the old kingdoms. And those who would escape tyranny.
Sorry about that. Trying to get. See if YouTube's working. There it is.
The hearts of the people were troubled with secrets and betrayal, and much.
Yeah, this is still butter smooth with this new internet. This is awesome.
My name is Lord. I'm a great seer who can understand the destiny of the stars that placed upon you. Oh, I use the power of the tarot to decide whether you're not fit to become our leader. But first, tell me your name.
There, right in front of my face. Right, we're gonna be a lady. Probably not even gonna do this very long. I'm just trying to get shit set up.
Fate can be cruel. If you could only save one person from the flames of battle, who would it be?
Okay, I just moved the microphone. Need to get that boom. I would save my child. We're going for good guy points.
For the lovers, it's almost impossible to find a perfect mate. Which of the following you look for most in a partner? Tenderness.
Got to try a little tenderness.
Standing in front of a mirror, which shows your best trait. What is shown in the mirror?
Moral strength.
The demon you have called forth has demanded your most valuable possession instead of granting you a wish. What does it demand? My family.
Who fought with me.
What other things do you think the greatest crime against your fellow man? To sacrifice someone. The tower.
We should have gotten all the goody good guy points. Or, in this case, goody good girl points, and we did.
Start with a cleric.
Yeah, this is more an experiment than anything, so... Just want to make sure we're coming in clear on YouTube, which I can see, but I can't comment or nothing because it's a different thing. It seems to be working and looking fine. Now we just need to get a following. And you get back to doing it.
Liberation.
Draw a card. The Hanged Man. That's a bad card. Well, it's a good card to use, but it lowers your stats. Can't run a hobby without money. Warren is waiting for you in Volzek Castle. Go to the west. Yet. Damn it. Hey, dude. Yeah, staring at that sun, I got a headache really bad. That was horrid.
Find out. Liberation.
Chariot, yes. My name is Lions. I'm the knight of the Royal Zenobian Army. You must be the new leader Warren was talking about. I must say, I like the look in your eyes. Lions will join us. It's short for Lion Salon. It's all good. It's just a headache. Man, it was like staring into the sun for like 15 minutes. It was horrid. It was just an absolutely inappropriate time of day. Liberation. And the people rejoice. Yes. Ah! We got the devil. And the gods go with you. Oops. Wanted to do this. Gotta get out of that water. Seems that you're prepared for the battle ahead. You must now do battle with me. If you manage to defeat me, you will all follow. Let's do it. Fight it out. Fight it out. Killer graphics. Ouch. You knucklehead. I didn't want to have to use it. Fucking tarot card already. God damn. Warren has joined us. We liberated Ballsack. Liberation. So far we've been unlucky with the card draws, though. At least in terms of stats. Yeah, it's going to be easier once we get back in the swing of things and get things normalized. Sit up straight, stupid. Oh, I forget that. I even have a lumbar pillow and I'm not using it. Ugh. There we go. See how our army actually looks. We've got Lance, Warren, Strawberry, Sid, Aaron. Formation sucks, Aaron. So we're actually going to reform you. Griffins. Leading the Griffins. No. Your formation sucks. Fixed. I want an aquatic unit. I guess our cleric is going to have to take up duties there. That's about all we can do for now. Not as familiar with this one as I am 64, so if I flub something, I flub something. I am liking the samurai, like, I very rarely use swordsmen and swordsmasters in Ogre Battle 64, but I am really liking the samurai here. We We do have a couple of beast tamers we could do something with. We don't have any beasts per se, but that'll change pretty quickly. So I want her there to have high alignment, and she will also have the advantage of having 2 attacks from the back row. That looks good. This is kind of a terrible unit, actually. So what if... not necessarily terrible, but... let's just dissolve it. And what we'll do is make a weird hybrid thing for now. Kind of sucks because the archers are out in the open, but we have a healer. What the hell? So that's something. Something nice. Something wonderful. YouTube's still looking good. Sorry, I gotta check in on that. I'm doing something new, so I'm gonna be a little fidgety with it. You just have to bear with me. Okay. That's all the unit management stuff for now. What I am learning about this is it doesn't ease you into it like Ogre Battle 64 does. It literally just like, you better figure this out or you are going to die. I kind of admire that a little bit. The man who governs the borders of Shomez is the warrior Usar, formerly the head of the bandits. He was appointed to rule this area due to his role in overthrowing the Zenobian kingdom. The Zenobians will return, I promise. They will, too. Because technically the hero of this game is one of the major players in Ogre Battle 64. Not the lead role, but one of the major ones. So we're going to deploy lands, costs money to deploy units. We don't want to deploy you there, no, I didn't mean to do that. No. What we want you to do, and you can pause to kind of think for a second. I want lands to go there. I'm going to pause. I'm going to send out our aquatic unit. I forget which one it was. No. Pat Rash, no. Sid, no. Aaron, no. What? I made an aquatic unit, didn't I? I must have been retarded. Oh well. Ah, there it is. Belinda. Second page, dummy. Okay, so she's a deep sea type, so she can actually just go right into the ocean and not even worry about it. And then we also have our air unit, Janine. Oh, that made me sad. We will deploy Sky High. And what they're gonna do is the enemies are gonna funnel into there. And we're gonna have Lady Europa right here. I don't know if it's Europa, Europa. I never know how to pronounce it since I was a kid. And Strawberry, no. How about, yeah, you're gonna guard our base. Let's go! Oh, and you know what? Liberation. Yes, we've had nothing but crap cards. Good card. Good card. It's not that the cards themselves are crap, it's just that some do stats up, some do stats down. And if you're unlucky, you can actually tank your reputation. And yes. Ah! See? Bad luck. Good card, bad luck. And then I actually want Warren to come out and play. Because the way the enemies funnel in this map is kind of funny. What I'm going to do is our air unit and our water unit, when they try to retreat, are going to mop them up because they move faster. So you notice how they're moving super slow on water? Well, our water unit can chase them down, and so can our air unit. But they're going to funnel here. Draw a card. Hey, Emperor.
Thank you.
Charisma's a good one to have. Zenobia Empire was built upon the peace brought by the world. What's really crazy is that every single one of these games fits together. Because half of the characters from this go to Ogre Battle, Let Us Cling Together, or Tactics Ogre.
Fight it out.
And then the other half go to Ogre Battle 64. It's kind of cool. And Ogre Battle 64, I think, is the canonical ending for all of it. And so Magnus becomes king. So we're going to immediately, because of that, death won't work. We're going to try to take out that knight, because he's going to be a pain in the ass. And that way she'll use Ice Cloud. That music, though. Great soundtracks in each one of these games, too. So good. We'll most likely win. Oh, we won. But then we're going to have one of our other units hunt them down so they don't make it back to heal up. See if they're still moving forward. They are.
Fight it out.
Fight it out. When in doubt, fight it out. It's going to be the tagline for the channel. I promise. Because I love Ogre Battle that much. So here we got a giant and a wizard. The wizard can cause trouble, especially for our high alignment characters. Well, any alignment characters really, but high alignment especially because they'll cast Nightmare, and high alignment characters take more damage from Nightmare. So it could be potentially deadly for our main character. Because your main character dies, it's game over. Luckily, we do have a cleric, though, so it's not so bad. Quit missing, you cowards! Ooh, they actually won! That's alright. Don't you lose that. But what we'll do is we will have our air unit that's stationed right there go right here, and then we will also, this is tactics, man, we'll have our cleric that's stationed here in the water move up here. buy us some time.
Fight it out.
Fight it out. That's why I love these games. They're so good. I'm one of 12 people that played any Ogre Battle games. As you can see, Griffins can be a real powerhouse too, so it's an advantage. And the fact that she gets 2 spells in the back row looks cool, but she missed both. Cloak, miss. We still beat them in numbers by a long shot, so it's fine. And there's no fatigue that I know of to deal with in this one, unlike 64. Fatigue is a thing, but in this one, the tiles you fight on matter more, so...
Fight it out.
Fight it out. And that's exactly why we did our little scissor attack there. Because the advantage to octopi in the water is they get 4 attacks. And we're on a water tile. We're gonna go for a leader still for now. There's the downside. Is that wizards in this game can absolutely exploit your elemental weaknesses. Because it casts automatically, but this battle's more than finished. Unless we have some extraordinary background.
Fight it out. Intensity action. Just kidding. I know this is not everybody's cup of tea, but god damn it, oh, I love it. Oh, come on. That's it. Do I want to? No. I kind of want to keep the tarot cards, but you can buy tarot cards. Let's see our little sandwich scissor attack. I just always thought they just kind of scissor or something. Our little scissor attack is working out. Feels good to be back, man. Although I notice myself sitting very awkwardly a lot. Ooh, dirty bitch. So we're gonna have them attack the weakest. But we're in our natural element too, so they can't do jack. Bam. Me and my sister both agree that will never be as cool as the 64 death noises are so much better. Those octopi are no joke, and then they become krakens, I believe. I do not know this game nearly as well as Ogre Battle 64, though, so I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure they become krakens. There's no water units in Ogre Battle 64, so... In this, there's like mermaids, krakens, all sorts of cool shit. thought they eliminated the water units, actually. I wonder if it was a memory limitation, because there are still a lot of units in Ogre Battle 64. See, that couldn't have worked out better. That was perfect. Perfect tactics.
Fight it out.
Fight it out. Have to be a little bit careful, just because this unit does not have a healer. There's other ways we could use the water card. That's always interesting. I don't remember what a lot of these do, so we'll just leave it for now. There's always retreating. Those hellhounds get 3 attacks from the front row. And that nightmare is no joke. It will hurt. Fortunately, it wasn't an issue. God damn, that fucking sun gave me a migraine.
Fight it out.
Fight it out. God damn, I love this game. It's so good. See, I need to figure out, I need to get my analytics up for YouTube over here at some point too. But for now, I'm not terribly worried about it. My experience with YouTube, it's just hard to even get noticed. So. Such a large pool of people. Twitch has not been bad for that.
Fight it out.
TikTok's been the best so far, but that was just pure luck based off of Super Mario Crossover being super popular. Well, not popular, but it took off, I'll just say that. Still one of the best. I really wish. It's the PlayStation version, yeah. So the sounds are going to be a little bit different. Audio quality is going to be a little higher.
Fight it out.
No more. It's not. It doesn't have nearly as many like clerical errors and translation errors and stuff. So logically, I just went with this one just because everything was simpler to set up, I suppose. Too, because the Super Nintendo version is really good too. It's just it's got its issues. It being the first in the series. That being said, I am not super familiar with March of the Black Queen. I never got to play it growing up. So it's kind of new-ish to me. I understand the mechanics because I am very familiar with the Nintendo 64 version.
Fight it out.
so I get most of it. But like, it's adjusting to an older version, I guess, is the thing. That being said, having water units is totally fucking cool. I want to run them down, but we got, you know what, we got Warren right there. If need be, I suppose. I don't know if he'll make it in time, but he might.
Fight it out.
Change that. When in doubt, knock the leader out. When in doubt, fight it out. You know, see that Nightmare hits on it like a Mack truck on high alignment units. That's something to adjust to, is that the elemental part is there, but it's not as presented as Ogre Battle 64 or Tactics Ogre for that matter. Tactic Ogre made a huge difference if you had conflicting elements. This one, it's there, but it's not as relevant. So what we can do now is boop, boop. You're going to try to retreat. We're not going to let you. Fucking bots.
Fight it out.
What I'm excited for is that there's more undead units to mess with. There's actual aquatic units to mess with. Oh, Warren was perfect. He should have stayed there, damn it. Oh well. They're gonna get away. It's fine.
Fight it out.
But I'll definitely play more Ogre Battle. I just gotta find time. Things have gotta stabilize yet again, because I can finally say it, Mama's cancer treatment is basically done. Not completely done, but the long grueling parts are over, and I'm transitioning to yet another job. I know it's super quick, but this one's gotta have more stable hours. The last one was bouncing me all over hell and back. That's all I ask. That's the biggest ask I have for a job, besides pay, is how stable are your hours? Am I going to work the same consistent schedule? Because that's kind of important to me. Let's see. Let's get our aquatic unit up and running up here in the river. Go in the river.
Fight it out.
Fight it out. Witches. Hate witches. So I kind of want to disable her right away, because witches being witches. Lover's card? No, I want to hang on to that. Death won't do shit. So we'll just go with it for now. Oh, it being, I think it's nighttime, isn't it? Fucking stun, man. Witches are so annoying in this one because they only have one attack that's stun. Well, they have two, but why would you put a witch in the front row? They're more versatile in Ogre Battle 64, but less useful. Which doesn't really make sense, I know, but you could have a poison witch, a sleep witch, a power down witch, a brood witch, a man witch, a sand witch.
Fight it out.
I mean, I personally, I like the whole series, but I do like Ogre Battle 64. That's actually my exposure to the series. Its shortcomings aside, like the only having like one Dragoon, for example, kind of sucked, but the branching story is what really sold it for me, though. I never watched Game of Thrones. But I get what you're getting at. Like, no, I get it, but no, I like them all. I like Tactics Ogre. I never played the other spin-offs, so come to think of it.
Fight it out.
I just like how the whole series, story-wise, actually does fit together. Not many series do that very well, and this one doesn't very well. The very fact that Destin shows up in Ogre Battle 64, and Lance shows up in Let Us Cling Together, or Tactics Ogre, whatever you want to call it. God damn, I love these fucking aquatic units so much. 4 attacks front row. That's stupid. Stupidly awesome. Uh-oh. I just unplugged myself. Hold on. Still gotta look into that wireless headset. Yes, balls. So I think my theory on Ogre Battle 64 is they were and this is going to sound silly, but they were dealing with the limitations of the 64 in terms of unit variety, because they did full 3D maps and detailed portraits and stuff. So I think that's where I kind of. And with Tactics Ogre, I was already a Final Fantasy Tactics fan when I discovered this series, so it was a logical conclusion that I would like that one too. That being said, I don't think it's as good as Final Fantasy Tactics. I just like how the saga as a whole fits together. fact that Destin goes on to join, from this, goes on to join the Palatinian Revolution. Full disclosure, I am having a couple of beers. I hope that's okay on YouTube, because I don't know, because we're on YouTube as well. I haven't even checked in on that in a minute. Oh, absolutely nothing, but I kind of figured that was going to happen. But we're multi-stream testing because we actually have fiber. We actually have fiber optic. And that's fair. I would agree. I would actually agree that Chrono Trigger is indeed better than Final Fantasy.
Fight it out.
But as far as tactics, Ogre versus Ogre Battle, I way prefer Ogre Battle over Tactics Ogre. I just don't think it's all that bad.
Fight it out.
Of course, we're stuck on the water while doing this. I'm actually kind of glad they didn't remake it, but I wish... So, it turns out the creator of Ogre Battle, he's balls deep in making Final Fantasy games right now as we speak, because of the whole Square Enix Atlas fucking clusterfuck fiasco that I really can't explain. But he has lamented in the past that he has not returned to Ogre Battle. Because this saga's not done until the Lotus Empire falls. So, yeah, I think we have a push spot. Well, that too. There's a couple of projects I was looking into it that are in the works. There's an indie game that's very, very similar. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I have to look it up. That they're going for. I was talking to someone about it. 1 second, I'll find it. The other day, it was called something. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I'll have to worry about AI stuff for very long. It's going to be probably collapsing any day now, probably. Let's see, where is it? I got a thing here. I'll have to look it up later. I don't know where it's at, but...
Fight it out.
Yeah, this style of gameplay is just kind of unique. Well, that's the other thing is that Zoomers grew up on like instant gratification stuff. This is the furthest thing from that. You're not going to get instant gratification from this. You're strategizing. You're planning. I'm still learning my way through this one, for example. But yeah, like the very fact that younger generations, they just like short-term content better. They like Fortnite. Which is a shame, because they're missing out on a ton of really good games because of that oversight. Like, they can't sit down and concentrate long enough. Like, one of my favorite hobbies right now is I'm pushing 40, and I like going back to play games I didn't get to play as a kid. I was playing XCOM, and I was getting my shit pushed in by that game, and I was loving every second of it. And I'm talking about the original mid-90s XCOM. Those games are fucking brutal, and I love it. It's not necessarily like I'm not going to start generation wars here because it's pointless, but it's just one of those things where the generations are different. But I have a growing collection of games I never got to play, and it's been a fucking joy. I played through the first 3 Ultima games, which are even before my time. Exodus was so cool, by the way. Probably gonna lose that fighter, but that's alright. There's a temple nearby. Well, that was the creative process back then too, is that you actually had people. It wasn't video games by committee. It wasn't designed by committee. It was designed by people with visions. You can just keep winning and coming right at us. We're just gonna come right back, Mr. Missy, whatever. Pretty much the interplay philosophy.
Fight it out.
And that's what was cool about it. But that kind of mentality is relegated to indie games now, and even then, sometimes they fall victim to their own crap. Well, I wouldn't classify myself as a boomer, but I'm definitely in the millennial generation. Definitely getting old. So... Oh, it's daily. I thought the thing crashes. This particular emulator, if you use the wrong thing and cut a loud fart, it'll crash. And I don't want to necessarily be using an emulator, but that's what I got to do. It's Ogre Battle, you know. If you know, you know. Rarity on top of collectors, on top of exuberant prices. In terms of preservation, I can't say much, but do what you gotta do. I will not have any judgment. That's about all I'll say. Because, yeah, it's getting ridiculous to where game companies hold shit behind a fucking license or something like that, and they'll renew that license, and then you won't ever see it again.
Fight it out.
Or greedy other gamers that will hoard this shit for its value, like a goddamn dragon. You know, like, I'm Smough. My collection of Ogre Battle discs are gonna fucking be worth $1 bajillion someday. When in reality they're not. They're still gonna have a value, but they're not gonna be worth like fucking $80 million. It's not a fucking Babe Ruth rookie card. And I don't mind collectors, I just wish they would play the games. That's the worst part, is they sit on a shelf like a museum piece, and it's like, you're kind of missing the point, bud. Great games are meant to be shared and played, enjoyed, appreciated. Sweet. I think we're in the clear now. I don't think there's any more ads. I know also we're getting into a subject that like has a lot of strong feelings here and there, but let's see. Well, there's not, like I said, there's nothing wrong with the collecting aspect of it, but it's just, I don't know. Sharing is caring. I'm not a commie.
Liberation.
Okay, let me rephrase this. Let me put it in a way that makes more logistical sense. I think game companies need to let go of IPs more frequently without threat of this or that. Are you really going to lose revenue over the Ogre Battle saga? What do you got cooking in there? You got a new game in the works? I certainly don't think so. You remade something to hold on to the IP. So I got to the bottom of that because I was talking about Abandonware, and Abandonware doesn't technically exist. And Lemmings is a good example of this. Lemmings is a game I love. It's a game I played when I was a little kid at the library, you know. And so I got curious and I started researching, like, well, is this Abandonware? Because I can play it in a browser anytime I want and nobody seems to care. Somebody owns that IP, and funnily enough, I think it turns out to be Sony owns Lemmings. It's just that they won't pursue you legally because, well, it's Lemmings.
Find out.
Like, they're not going to send a lawyer on your ass because they're not losing anything for it. You can play it anytime you want. Nobody's going to say a word. Empress, nice.
Thank you.
So everything is owned by someone at some point, and still, it's just that they just don't give a fuck, and then they will give a fuck when it warrants them some kind of monetization. This is what it is. How dare we rebel against the Empire? I'm not a bootlegger, dude. So in some capacity, even if you can play it, it's owned by someone somewhere. We are going to start with the devil. Oh, that was pathetic. Oh, the evil path is going to be for another playthrough for sure. The chaotic evil. There's tons to do still yet, but it's just gotta. Death wants me dig. Yeah. We'll just take the loss and then come back. They shouldn't have that much time to heal. Might be coming back with a zombie, but... I'm just aiming for, like, the canonical ending, the, what is it, the world ending, just because it fits with the... Well, yeah, you gotta make your own empire with blackjack and hookers. I mean, that's par for the course, but... I don't always tend to play the goody two-shoes either, so... It's just that's how the chips fell with this one, and that's just what I decided on. I didn't load anybody down with healing items either. That's alright. 10 dead. That's alright. Come on, hit. You son of a bitch. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Come on. Oh, they'll get a fruit bouquet. That's the typical dying fighter.
Fight it out.
There's no soldiers in this one, so I'm not used to that. Priestess heals? Yeah. I will be using spamming tarot cards now just because I'm playing so shittily. I didn't know there was a cut. Like I said, I'm super new to this. I didn't know there was a cutscene for that. Like, in terms of the OG Ogre Battle, I don't know very much at all. And I'm actually learning as I go, so if it seems like I'm playing like a noob, it's because I am. Mechanically, I kind of understand it, but, like... semi-blind, I would call it. Just because I know the story from, like, you know, Let Us Cling and Ogre Battle 64, which I did grow up with. This one I didn't get because the cartridge was super rare, at least in my region. So I didn't get to play the original Ogre Battle on Super Nintendo. And that's actually kind of the motivation here, because I did play Let Us Cling together. And I did play Ogre Battle 64 a lot as a teenager. This is going to be like... because I know some of the characters, like... it does make it, like, that's what I mean, is like, I will be discovering things. But as for now, I'm going to keep this short because I got to go to bed. And we did our test. Our 5 gig fiber chews up multi-streaming like no tomorrow, so that's fantastic. So we have options. We're going to be going on YouTube and everything. Once we pass the mark on TikTok, we got to get past 1,000 followers on TikTok. But we're on TikTok, YouTube. We're on anything, and we're going to be playing lots of like retro games and older games and newer stuff, all sorts of shit. So if you want to join us for that kind of stuff. But Ogre Battle, I want to become an ongoing thing because it is semi-blind, but I gotta get everything set up proper. This was just a test. So, And that's totally fine. I only have social media because of this. That's the, like, I have Facebook because of this. I have Twitter because of this. And it's not even for any reason outside of the fact that... Yeah, that's fair. But... Anyways, I'm gonna go. But you can always come back if you like, bud, because we're gonna play more Ogre Battle for sure, so... Thanks for stopping in.